welcome back to hour 2 of week 4. So we're going to jump right into this. So our characters are are at the festival right now. Very festive.
Quite.
You guys eat hearty and have a very good meal, and there's ale and.
But do we get drunk?
Roll constitutions.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah,
No.
Marwin.
Yeah!
My man.
One
Vrax-
drink.
Vrax
That's
is
it.
drinking. Vrax is drinking.
Mom and Dad are gonna keep it together tonight, and we'll get shit faced like the last few times.
Just a unskilled con check.
Yep.
You
Don't
got
forget
it.
to say what you
boss.
get.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a saving throw.
Oh,
I lied.
Marwin!
That was a saving throw.
Oh wait, yeah, that was a saving throw.
That was a saving throw.
Go-
I
go for
rolled saving
unskilled.
throw too. I
No,
rolled
you
saving
what?
throw, too. So Vrax rolled a measly 5 on his con.
Okay.
Victor got a 22.
Natural 20 on that too.
Natural 20.
Where's
Hope
the?
and Axton. Oh, you guys aren't drinking.
Nope.
No.
All right.
Where's the
Bottom-
non-saving?
Yeah, under your
Bottom
skills,
of the skills
the
page.
very bottom.
Oh.
So, Victor, you are completely sober, no matter how many drinks you're pounding down.
18.
Nice.
Marwin's pounding him down there with you. He's doing all right.
Hammered.
No, you're sober. But Vrax, Vrax trying to
He's
keep
like
up.
messed up.
Yeah, keep up with Victor and Marwin. Vrax gets pretty drunk.
I better start drinking this faster.
Mm-hmm.
I better start drinking this Just Diet A&W faster.
So the festivities start to die down. Everybody starts to kind of
Lame.
leave, and it's nighttime about this time. It's about 7:30, 8.
Bedtime.
We've been up since 3.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this day would just go on forever.
Right?
Like, just that's our campaign one day.
Yeah.
It's like Majora's Mask. We got to find something to reset the clock back 3 days so we can
That
keep
sounds fun.
playing this one day over again.
There you go. So the crowd is starting to die down, and I mean, there's still people there drinking, having a good time. You know, you've had people come up to you and thank you and give you toasts and try to buy you drinks and stuff like that. And Hope and Axton have reluctantly declined on drinking, but they kindly pass their drinks over to Vrax, who just keeps on pounding them down and getting drunk. So what do you guys want to do?
Who all is who's out here drinking still?
Mostly just
Anybody
the
like
townspeople. They're,
Okay.
the people that were at the head table. You look around, and I mean, there's a couple of people there, but they don't look really too important. The people that actually were introduced are not there anymore.
Okay. I'm just gonna, I guess, keep an eye on things. I get eventually I'm just gonna get up to head back home, but gotta keep an eye on our Dragonborn right now as he continues to throw him back.
Mercilessly pounds them.
Yeah.
Just for fun and role playing wise, Vrax, roll a d20 for me. Straight up d20. And before you roll it, I'm gonna tell you, 1 through 5, you're a angry drunk.
Oh god.
All right, no, just tell me what I am. Just tell me what I am.
Okay.
Or type it to me. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
I'll do that. I'll write you in Discord.
All right.
So, you guys are still pounding it down.
Bring on the wrath of the dragon.
15 through 20, I'm the one playing the piano in the background.
Yeah.
It's just a savant. A drunken piano savant.
Where'd Vrax go?
Oh, he's Rain Manning in the corner over there.
Yeah, right?
Alright.
I don't think Vrax is wearing any clothes, so we don't have to worry about him taking his clothes off.
To be fair, I'm really not wearing that much.
Perfect.
I've got bracers on.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, those are coming off.
Oh, that's a-
I'm done with these.
I'm trying to find a good song just to play
Play my
in the
theme
background.
song.
No.
Oh,
we'll
gosh.
just go with this one.
John Cena.
My immersion.
Oh, no.
So you guys are just still sitting at the table. I mean, the crowd has died down.
Is it just like scraps left that are on the table from the boar?
Oh, you guys are full. Like, you ate very
Alright.
well tonight.
Are there any kegs of ale lying around?
No.
Lying around.
So are we all still seated at the table?
Yeah.
Okay, who's sitting next to who?
Axton
Can we
is
choose?
closest to like the furthest right because you guys are sitting. Whoever
Who's to my sides? Who's to my sides?
whoever sat down.
Oh, you know what? I'll sit next to you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, Victor. Victor
Because
and
we're all
Marwin-
drinking.
Yeah, Victor and Marwin are on either side of you. Hope is to the right of Victor, and Axton is to the right of Hope.
So you said Victor and Marwin are to the sides of me?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take one of my big old Dragonborn arms and lay it over towards Victor and go, Victor, you're a good pirate. You know that.
You're a good drunk, Vrax. And I'll start pounding him down with him.
So as Vrax chuckles a little bit and he lets out like a little a little, you can see like almost like some sparks coming out of the sides of his mouth because he can't really control his breath weapon. And so he's got a little bit like a little bit of a burp, a little bit of a chuckle, and you can see like little sparks here and there, but he's just smiling. He's just smiling his face off at you, Victor. Just looking right into your eyes and smile at you.
All right, at this point, because I hear this and I realize that he is somewhat intoxicated, I'm directly on his side, right?
Correct.
You're on his left.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm going to cast Mage Hand
Where you
Okay.
gonna put it?
because I'm so short. Well, I'm getting there. Because I'm so short, I can't reach, but I'm going to extend my Mage Hand around to the ear closest to Victor on Vrax. And I'm going to tickle his ear with my Mage Hand. Around and tickle Vrax's ear with my Mage Hand. Because I can see he's obviously intoxicated.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to play with the drunk. So I'm just going to kind of reach around and go, doo-doo-doo, and then pull it back really quick before he realizes it.
For a split second, I thought you were going to be using powers to help me.
Why not?
What a fool I am.
So the guy who went into the portal twice, let's count him to be helpful to
So
the drunk
Vrax,
guy.
Responsible?
Vrax, you feel a tickle in your right ear.
Victor, stop it.
And I'm gonna chuckle and like lean back and just kind of like point towards Hope and be like, ha, all hope, and kind of just start chuckling and laughing, like blaming her.
I'm going to look at Hope and go, good one, Hope.
No, no, it was not me. I
Sure.
I think it's time to go home now.
Agreed. You guys all right to walk home?
I do it again. Mage hand.
And at this time,
Tickle his ear again.
at this time, you hear a from behind you.
And while the mage hand is like about to tickle his ear, I look over my shoulder.
You s-
Like I just got caught with my hand in a cookie jar. Like I don't know who this person is, and I just kind of freeze.
When you turn around, you see a bald elf, a wood elf, in casual clothes. He's got a burn into his right shoulder. It's kind of hard to see what the marking is, but he says, "Excuse me, I was sent over by Zabin to ask an audience from you five.
Now, am I
Will you
drunk or am I
please
sober?
Follow me. You're sober.
Crap. So much better. if
That's
I was
exactly how I was thinking, Marwin.
All right.
Just like,
Well, the only one that's drunk.
drunk. I look back
Uh,
over at him and I'm like, "Do you want an audience?" I look back over my shoulder at him. Mage hand is still like an inch from Vrax's ear, and I look at him and I'm like, "You want an audience with us
No, I
right
don't,
now?"
I don't want an audience with you. Zabin wants an audience with you.
Would a representative or two of this group be sufficient for Zabin? Do you know, sir?
He asked for all five.
Is
course
there
he
any coffee anywhere?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
Alright.
gonna like slap the mage hand out of the way, and just like kind of throw Vrax's arm around my shoulder and help him up, and just kind of just say, "Oh, he's fine. Let's go." And I'm gonna pick him up and kind of just help him walk.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess we're gonna start heading over there to
Can-
follow
I-
this guy.
He looks
I
at,
grab.
he looks
I,
at Vrax and
I stand
he goes,
up and
Can somebody greater restoration him or something? Or drink,
Yeah.
have him drink some water?
I stand up. I stand up from the table and grab my pipe that was obviously sitting on the table because we were all smoking in the pipe, and I grab 2 big mugs of ale and jump down off of my chair and say, "Greater restoration comes later." And then I nudge Vrax in the leg and I hand him another
Marwin,
cup of ale.
no. Please.
But
Do you have that?
I look over
Marwin?
at Hope and I'm like, it's hair of the dog. He needs it.
No.
He
Well,
And
they're
I'm-
not. While this
I'm
is going
helping-
on,
I'm
just
helping him too. I'm helping. Vrax
lesser,
get a
just
drink
lesser
up.
restoration on Vrax
Okay.
right now, because that's all I got. Just
Vrax,
while
roll a
they're
D20.
arguing, I'm just gonna do that.
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of my drunk friends.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Good or bad?
You've got a pretty bad headache.
Hair of the
But your drunkenness has worn off.
And then right as I'm about to start drinking the one that Marwin gave me, I'm like,
Yeah, no more. We have to go.
More.
Then
you
I
guys
reach
can
up.
have
I
more
reach up
later.
and I reach up and grab the mug from Vrax and kind of like forcefully grab it from his hand, spilling some of it onto my face. Whatever, who cares? And I lean over to Victor and I kind of push it towards his chest, like, "Then it's yours."
And I'll snag
Yeah.
it, hold it out for like a cheers.
Yeah, and I'll
and, we'll-
jump
and we'll,
up and
and we'll just switch.
this
Yeah.
poor rep, this poor rep
Um,
from the Monsters Guild. Like,
Uh,
what?
I'm sorry, sir. Why don't you lead the way? We'll follow you.
Yeah,
Can we?
don't mind
Can
him and
you
them.
two finish those drinks before we leave, please?
I look over at Victor and I say, "Race."
And I just like without even like hesitating, I'm just like go, and then we chug it.
And we start chugging.
Okay.
Can we roll something to see who wins this?
Oh, come on.
Roll.
DM, this is important.
Yeah.
This is important stuff.
Roll.
These are the things,
both
the
y'all
key
roll
things
20,
we need to
D20s.
role play out.
Roll a d20.
D20. Highest number wins.
19.
Ooh. It's saying rolling the dice. Oh, 8.
Wow.
He crushed me.
Marwin goes, boom, slams it down, and you're like, oh, gee, you know, like you've had a couple, and you don't understand where all this is going, and then you look how fat Marwin is, and you realize, I understand.
kind of like as we finish, I'm just like looking him up and down, like kind of confused about that, like. But yeah,
I kind of like
throw the
I like
mugs down.
slam my hands on my stomach, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And
I'm
I
gonna
start walking.
quickly
I don't know.
cast the presentation to clean everybody up, so there's no beer on anybody's face or anything.
So everybody's all cleaned
Everybody's
up
clean.
from her prestidigitation. He goes, follow me, please. And he turns around and starts walking off. The way that he moves, seems like he's seen some battles. He's a weathered person.
Okay.
So it takes about 15-20 minutes to actually get to the Trader's District, and behind the tower, you walk up a familiar set of steps to you, Hope, and into a great hall. And he says, "Go towards the back. Zabin's waiting for you."
I'm gonna head there.
I'm gonna
Towards
follow.
the back.
I'm behind Vrax.
All right. You make your way to
I'm
the
behind.
back.
I'm behind Victor, trying to trip him every step he takes. Like every step he takes, I like kick my foot out, try to stop his foot.
And like
Victor,
I'm just like at this point expecting it, so I'm like high, like reaching my legs up to like get out of him.
okay.
High stepping.
Yeah. So eventually you make your way to the back of the guild hall. Everyone looking around, you see, exotic creatures lining the walls in a trophy fashion. Eventually you make your way to the back. You see a half-elf, short hair with 3 scars going from the top of his head down to his chin. The middle scar, it looked like a scratch from an animal, actually going over top of his eye, and his eye is all white. And there he says, "Ah, you must be Marin's mercenaries.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Congratulations on the kill. You 5 have impressed me. Normally, it's outsiders who try to grab our attention, not the other way around. Your merits speak for themselves, and if you prove yourselves worthy, which I have full confidence you will, there'll be a place among you, a place among us. I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. There'll be a place among...
That's okay. We've all had a lot to drink tonight.
Among the monsters for you.
I start to hiccup.
I'm sure you're wondering, first off, who exactly we are. Our guild tracks, hunts, and destroys creatures that threaten the civilized. The logistics behind how we receive and sort out our quest is of little concern. However, if you were interested in joining our band of monsters, we could begin immediately, if you wish. I expect you have questions, so please, ask at this time.
All right. Hope, you seem like you want to say something.
I actually was here earlier, and would there be gold involved, correct?
Absolutely. It depends on the contract.
So, it's true. So, I'm interested. Is everyone else?
Yes, definitely.
I'll like nod my hat because I heard gold and I'm in.
Should
kinda-
we be looking for a spark?
I kind of put my hand
Don't
up,
worry.
and I kind of put my hand up to ask a question. I'm like, why are you called monsters?
Because we are what people fear.
Okay, makes sense.
We are the monsters to the monsters.
I'm assuming this changes per contract, but is there a time limit on how fast you need to return or defeat these monsters? Again, I assume we'll get a contract, but I don't know what's going to happen from then. Are we like to set out immediately? Do you have provisions that to aid us on this quest? Mounts, healing potions, anything?
We have some equipment that we don't mind giving you, but for the most part, you're on your own. These requests that we get come on a case-by-case basis, depending on the certainty of the job or who has not been given a contract in a while. The contract is an 80-20 gold binding contract, where you receive 80% and the guild receives 20. Those 20% goes to provisions that aid on certain quests if you need them.
That sounds fine by me. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah.
Vrax
not
just
anxious.
still got his hand to his head. His just blinding headache. But he looks like every once in a while you look at Vrax and he just kind of.
I'm gonna chime in and say it's been a long day for us. The feast and everything we are full, and some of us are have had a little or a lot in some cases to drink. So limited. If there are limited responses, it's probably due to that, which I'm sure you understand.
Oh, absolutely. I love to indulge when I can, but this is business, so
True.
very excited that you five have agreed upon this, and we will begin immediately. To the west, there's a rather nasty creature in the forest that you are all made aware of already since you destroyed Torben. Yeah, this particular creature has been going rampant and killing hunters recently. Although its exact location is unknown within the forest, this will be your trial. The creature you are after is a gibbeting mouther. Rather foul and nasty creature. Return with 10 of its teeth and 5 of its eyes to claim victory. You have 2 days to complete this contract. Best of luck, and look forward to your return.
So just one more 10 teeth. One more time.
10 teeth, 5 eyes. And he
5 eyes.
reaches into his pocket and pulls out a parchment and hands it over.
Would we all know what that creature is?
You can roll a nature check.
Yeah,
Everybody
I'm
roll
gonna
nature
put
check.
my hand up again. Oh, I can. Wait, I have a nature. I can roll a nature check.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
As well. And if not, we have a library. So
Mhm.
who needs sleep anymore? I'm just gonna keep reading.
18.
The guy with
Nice.
10 intelligence continues to be the one who researches everything.
Mhm.
16.
Okay.
Vrax.
Your headache is no.
It wasn't a natural one. So You know.
Marwin and Vrax weren't. Vrax wasn't really paying attention to the exact details at this moment. He figured that somebody would fill him in because of his headache. Marwin was trying to understand what was going on, what was being said, but his attention keeps on going up to the trophies that are around. And in his defense, they are quite exotic animals and demonic creatures and stuff.
I put my hand up again,
Okay.
and I ask, who are we talking to again? The guy with the scars?
Yeah, you're talking to Zabin.
That's right, Scarface Zabin.
Please don't call him Scarface.
The OG.
I put my hand up and ask him again, kind of like interjecting. I have a question, like, okay, you want five eyes. How many eyes does this thing have?
Well, that's for you to find out.
Okay.
So, did Hope or I know of this creature, or Victor?
Yes, Victor, you've heard of a gibbering mouther before, but you can't put your finger on it. It's like right there. Axton and Hope, you realize that, or you were remembering back with studying and maybe a previous encounter of this. It's a fairly nasty looking creature. It's got several mouths placed all over its body. It's kind of like a muscle toned red to it. The teeth are very long and sharp. It's got cat eyes all over its body. It looks really gross. But you know that its body is anamorphic in nature, and the mouths and eyes are coming out of like an ooze form, and it like smothers its mouth and reforms mouths. It's a really gross and disgusting creature.
I say, Marwin, familiar with, when after it rains, there's a puddle outside, right? On the ground.
Yeah.
And you're familiar with pudding?
Yeah.
If you were to take those and make a puddle of pudding and then fill that with eyeballs and mouths, that's what this thing is.
I don't want to play with that thing. That doesn't sound like a good time, Axton. It does not sound like a good time at all.
And I'm going to look at this parchment that we have here, and does it say on there, I mean, this is a trial, but is there a gold associated with this one, or is it just like...
there's no gold associated with
Okay.
this one. It does say for rewards, magical branding.
I say, Marwin, have you ever heard of magical brandy?
Branding.
Branding? Have you ever heard? Well, I'm going to say brandy anyway.
Yeah.
He's pretty drunk at this point, so...
Brandy?
Yes.
I like brandy.
Apparently, and I just kind of look and hold my thumb over the part where, after like the ing, and say, look, the reward is magical brandy. Like, and like just cover it so it says BRNDI and cover the NG with my thumb. I know you want in on that.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Axton.
You know what?
Axton, roll deception.
Oh, God. Here goes. 16?
And Marwin, roll your insight.
My insight. Wait, is that natural one?
Yes, it's a natural one.
It is.
So everything that Axton is telling you.
Don't I get to re-roll?
Oh yeah, you do.
You're a halfling, yeah.
Attack roll, ability check, or
Yep.
saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Oh.
So you know Axton is lying to you. You know that there's no such thing as magical brandy.
Now, did you say brandy or branding?
Branding. What did you think I said?
Okay, yeah. I thought I heard magical brandy, and
So, to be fair, initially so did I. So
I was about to call you a fool because I know that doesn't exist.
fair enough.
If it did, I would have had some.
And at this point in time, Zabin speaks up. He says, "Don't make me regret this. I believe you 5 have business, so please attend to it."
Right.
I just kind of give him a snicker, like just a look, like all right, asshole. You know what? That's okay. And then I'm like, all right, let's go kill your pudding pile, and I just kind of walk off.
as everybody starts to head out, I do want to kind of talk to Zabin and just say, I know you mentioned that you do have some provisions that you provide. I may know of a merchant to the north who you may be able to strike up a deal with, to perhaps.
Are you trying to sell me before you even?
No, not at all.
in?
I, out of the goodness of my heart, am trying to potentially provide you with lower priced goods to help supply. I mean, slaying monsters and protecting the people and the civilized people of Valus is a service that helps everyone, myself included. So if I could help make your lives easier, then I would like to do so. So if you're interested, we can talk upon our return if we enter, but I just figured I would offer that service to you. I have a good friend up north.
He starts chuckling. If you return.
Well,
Now, are we in a room with a door? Is there a door?
It's open up. You're in the hall. There are doors leading out. But I mean, there's people hanging out in the guild hall. Some people are playing like dragon chess. Others are reading books.
Well, I mean, I started walking off after his smart remark, and I yell back to Axton. I'm not even turning around. I'm just still walking out, and I yell back to Axton, and I yell, Axton, your pudding pile is waiting for us to kill it. Let's go.
And I will kind of bow to Zabin and say Timora's blessing upon you, and I will walk out and follow Marwin out.
Alrighty. You guys make it outside. It's about 8:30 at night now.
How far was the forest from when we went there the other day? Yesterday, I guess. Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
We've drank since then.
It probably take you about 30-45 minutes to walk to get to the forest from where you were.
Okay.
Now.
So, are we doing this tonight or in morning?
I literally have just walked around town and read book all day today. I also didn't have anything to drink, so I'm game to go right now. I like this plan. I think it's a great idea.
Is it dark? Okay,
Yeah.
it's dark out.
Vrax, what do you
Where's
want
your
to
sense
do?
of adventure?
How does Vrax feel right now?
Your headache is starting to subside.
Okay. All right. Fine. I apologize. I was not feeling my greatest while we were in meeting Zobin. We're supposed to kill some sort of monster, are we not?
I interject and say, yes, Dragon Man. It is a puddle
My
of
name
pudding.
is Vrax.
That's what I said. It is a puddle of pudding, is what we're going to kill, and it has teeth and eyeballs.
We have a dragon threatening the end of the world, and we're fighting pudding.
And
The
I just
one
gotta
thing
I
is-
throw my hands. I throw my
Let's
hands up. And I'm like,
go.
hey, you need to talk to Axton about the pudding pile.
Vrax.
That's what we're going to kill.
The one
Ah.
thing is, we're going to need information. This guild might have information, because Mage Guild doesn't. Well, I might have planned, but that could come down later. So, we need to enter in guild and find information about more dragon in the spark.
If
And
this is important, let's go.
so I
Okay.
will start walking and along the way say, if we do have to end up fighting a dragon, having an entire guild of monster hunters on our side, probably not a bad thing.
Yet we have to kill piles of pudding for them first.
I mean, it probably won't always be piles of pudding, Marwin.
Vrax adjusts his bracers, and he looks ready to go.
All right.
Victor, are you ready?
Aye. And I'm gonna like kind of check like all of my gear and make sure I have everything. And so yeah, I'm good.
Now where are we? Are we at our house? Or are we in town? Or
We
You're
were
in
in
the
the
Tinkers-
Traders
or
District,
Ta-
right?
we're
Traders
still in the
District,
Traders
that's
District?
So we're south of town, ish.
Yeah. And our house is in the Wit District.
Tinker.
Tinker?
Tinkers.
Okay.
Let's walk. I could use a stretch. Get going.
How's the weather?
It's a clear night.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go. Hold on 1 second.
Single cheek.
It's a little brisk outside.
Oof. It's bracing. That's good for all the alcohol.
I need to. I kind of look back at the group. I'm like, I need to stop at the house and pick up my bag before we go out on this puddle killing adventure.
I thought you had back with you.
I kind of look around. Why would I bring my bag to a feast to drink?
Why would you leave it in house that we don't understand yet?
You know, can we just go to the house and get my bag so we can go kill the
Fine,
pudding pile?
go. I'll
Hope,
wait till
you're wearing your adventuring gear right now?
Yeah.
Is anybody else wearing their adventuring gear?
I am.
Yeah, I would be.
I don't think I've ever changed.
He's not wearing anything.
It's like
Hey,
his chilling
but Vrax
gear.
has bracers on though.
He has a loincloth. Come
Yeah, but they're
on.
like, oh, get into your PJs or your relaxing clothes, and he just takes off his bracers, and that's it. Just like,
No, so I need to run back to the house and grab my bag.
We'll go. We'll wait.
Okay. So then I take off, running as quick as my little halfling feet will take me.
I mean, you guys have to go
Little
buy.
fat guy.
You guys,
go by there, right?
yeah, you guys have to go buy. Your
Oh,
house
we have to go there.
anyway.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
We'll let him
Nope,
run
I'm
ahead
still-
like
I'm
30
still
paces
running.
and then just walk after him.
All right.
I'm
So-
booking it.
All right. So you get to your home, and you're able to get your bag, no problem. It takes about an hour from where you were, so it's about 9:30 now, before you make your way out of town, and you see the forest in front of you.
All right. You guys excited?
I pull out my pipe out of my pocket and pack it and light it and keep walking and while I'm smoking it.
I'm gonna turn to Axton and say, Axton, the last time we were in these woods, you were the one able to detect the tracks of the boar, were you not?
That is correct.
Can you track pudding? Because that's all I know about this monster we're going to fight.
I say,
Sorry.
if anyone could track pudding, well, it'd probably be
Should
Marwin.
probably be
But
Marwin.
I will.
Yes, let's ask Marwin then.
Yeah, I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, I'm good. I'm sorry. I lost it there.
What about you, Vax? Don't you have tracking ability?
I can't say I've ever encountered a pudding monster in my days. I've mostly worked with wolves and war horses while I was back in the clan, but nothing more than an ordinary monster.
This is nothing like that.
Great. Let's get
Well-
walking.
Also, Marwin, don't try to eat it, even though it looks like pudding.
Can I give like Vrax to assist to help look? Because my knowledge,
Sure.
it may be his. So how would that work? We both roll, or he just rolls twice?
Vrax, since he's actively looking, he's going to have advantage on his survival check. With
Okay.
hope,
All right, I'm
hope
gonna roll
assisting.
that now. Survival.
Okay. So walking around for about an hour, you wouldn't think that this creature travels around, but looking at the layout of the land, you figure you're going in the right direction.
Well, like I said, I don't know much about these creatures, but if I was a big pile of goop, I might travel this way.
All right, I'll see if I can't determine more since I know a little bit more about the pudding pile.
Axton, would these creatures live just on the forest floor? Would they live in a cave? Would they prefer moist areas?
Would I know this from before?
I look
me,
over
because
at
I
I
think
look
I have
over at
18.
Axton.
Yeah.
I look over at Axton while Vrax is telling him this, and I'm like, "Yes, Axton, where does pudding live?"
Yeah, I have an 18. Oh.
Yeah. Would we know?
You would know that it likes moist areas, so it's probably gonna be more of a swampy.
To be fair, non-metagaming, I don't know about this creature. I don't know about D&D. I don't know what... Even with him telling the other players.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah, it's around damp areas. Areas where, maybe in rocks, in anything where there's some sort of moisture
Like a
around.
Should
swamp.
look for a swamp, yes,
Yes.
indeed. Let's keep an eye out.
I'll make a survival check. See
Let's
if
look
I-
for a swamp.
Can we all make survival checks?
Roll for swamp.
No. You're gonna have one person actively looking.
Okay.
And
We'll
since,
take Axton.
since nobody said that they were actually gonna help Axton, he just rolls it.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Looking at the layout of the land, you notice that maybe to the west there should be more damp areas.
Okay. This way. Looks like this would be more gibbering mouther friendly.
I nod and go. Let's go.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we'll head that direction.
Okay, so start heading that direction for about another 30 minutes or so. It's 10 o'clock. Go ahead and you come up to kind of a beginning of a swampy area, but reading the land, you notice that this would not be considered a swamp. It's just more watery.
Okay. So this looks a little too watery for what we're searching for.
I just kind of drop my head. It's like,
We'll get it. Don't worry. So I guess we'll keep looking.
Okay, roll another survival check.
Okay. Well, here goes.
big money, big money.
Hey, there you go.
Alright.
19.
With the layout of the land, you would think that it would be more south than what you are at currently.
All right. So I'll turn and face south and say, this way. Start heading that way.
Okay.
Are you seeing pudding marks? How do you know this? How do you
I let
know?
Timora's guiding my judgment. She says to go this way. She's helped us in many situations so far in the one day that we've adventured together.
Another 30 minutes go by, so it's 10:30 now. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, perception check.
All of us, or just Axton?
Just Axton, since he's leading the party.
14.
Over kind of into the bushes area, you see
Mhm.
what perceives as the top half of an elk.
Mm.
The bottom half of the elk is gone, and it looks like it's been like crushed and kind of eaten and pulled away.
Well, don't mean to alarm anyone, but there's a portion of an elk over here, so I think we're on the right track.
Wow.
Well,
I
I've
never seen it.
I maybe referring to it as pudding was a poor choice because it seems to
Yes.
trivialize how dangerous it actually is.
Yes.
But
so in other words, watch where you walk.
exactly.
And I kind of walk up to Vrax and tap my elbow behind on my shoulder, like, "Yo, let me Let me get up there so I don't get eaten by the pudding snack.
You were so unafraid of this pudding monster before, Marwin. Why are you scared now?
Do you see the elk? Do you see half the elk? That could be me. The half of the elk that is still there is bigger than me. That could be me.
It very well could, Marwin. Very well could. And I just smirk at him and walk towards the elk. Can I, like, inspect the elk to just see, like, either... Do we know which... Did you say which direction from the elk we thought it was moving to? Does it look like it was dragged in any certain direction?
No. Yeah, well, you can tell that there was foul play. Not really foul play, but there was a scuffle.
Yeah.
And it was kind of pulled, but from gathering about it, you would think that the mouth grabbed onto like a limb after it killed it and was like pulling it back to pull away. At the limb.
Is there anything different about the ground where the scuffle happened? Is there residue? Is there...
No.
No? Okay. All right.
Since it kind of folds all in and up on itself, probably not going to leave a lot of anything behind.
So I just kind of like pick up the part of the elk and then drop it down and turn to Axton and say, "Well, where to now?"
Where to now? To the DM, I say. Do I know where to go?
Survival.
All right, guys. I'm gonna look and see if I can't determine where to go.
Is anybody still hungry after the feast? There's another half elk here.
No.
That
20.
could be
Fair
me if...
20?
Yes.
Looking off the trail that you've been looking at, you would figure that it would retreat more back towards the way where the elk is.
Okay.
So, like, continuing on straight ahead.
Right.
Okay.
This way.
Onward.
Keep going.
Let's go.
So about 15 minutes go by. Everyone roll perception checks for me.
Ooh. I like being
27?
included. 16.
14.
Nice. We rolled it
19.
pretty good.
17.
Nice job, team.
Yeah,
So-
right. That's like an average of 20.
Everyone starts hearing kind of like it sounds like a bunch of different voices, like higher pitch, lower pitch. You hear like whispering, like murmurs. There's some deep like just overall unrecognizable languages. You hear some kind of screaming and agony mixed with those other voices, like a wailing voice. And at that point in time, from the bushes off to your right, you see a rather it's not very tall, but it's about 6'3". This creature come out. It's got this elongated head with this large open gaping mouth with teeth, jagged, and another row of teeth inside of its mouth, several eyes, a mouth on top of them, like a tentacle like hanging out from the side of his head with an eyeball, and there's mouths all over its body, and you could probably guess that this is the creature that you have been looking for. And I need everyone to roll initiatives.
Pudding pile of teeth and eyes. What did I say?
Put him pops.
Put him in the coffin.
Put him in